Lesson 14. Pronunciation. Stress in noun phrases having adjectives. Page 113.
1. Stress of adjective plus noun and adjective plus one, ones. Repeat these phrases. Read across.
A cold sandwich. A cold one.
Red shoes. Red ones.
A modern kitchen. A modern one.
Bad oranges. Bad ones.
A comfortable chair. A comfortable one.
Blue eyes. Blue ones.
2. Stress of adjective plus noun. Repeat these phrases. Read across.
A dress. A beautiful blue dress.
Some shoes. Some pretty black shoes.
A man. A tall old man.
Some ideas. Some interesting new ideas.
Practice drills and exercises. 1. Word order. Adjective plus noun. Change the sentences. Use the adjective before the noun. Listen to the model.
1. That house is little.
That's a little house. Now do the exercise.
1. That house is little.
That's a little house.
2. That book's long.
That's a long book.
3. That watch is expensive.
That's an expensive watch.
4. That sofa's cheap.
That's a cheap sofa.
5. That refrigerator is new.
That's a new refrigerator.
6. That chair is comfortable.
That's a comfortable chair.
7. That movie was good.
That was a good movie.
8. That girl is pretty.
That's a pretty girl.
9. That rug's blue.
That's a blue rug.
10. That man is tall.
That's a tall man.
11. That car is nice.
That's a nice car.
12. That lamp's old.
That's an old lamp. 2. Practice with adjectives. page 114. Study this material. Sometimes two adjectives are used in the same sentence. A descriptive adjective comes before a color. Examples of descriptive adjectives are long, beautiful, big, interesting, famous, important.
Adjectives. Noun determiner. Descriptive.
long,
Color.
blue,
Noun.
dress. A long blue dress,
A big brown desk.
some pretty black shoes.
A beautiful green airplane.
Put these words in the proper position in the sentence. Listen to the model. 1. A big white.
I work in a big white building.
Now do the exercise. 1. A big white.
I work in a big white building.
2. Blue, long.
She was wearing a long blue dress.
3. Black, big.
He was driving a big black car.
4. Small, some, red.
There were some small red fish in the water.
5. Blue, small.
We were fishing in a small blue lake.
6. Yellow, beautiful.
There was a beautiful yellow rug on the floor.
7. Pretty, black.
She was riding a pretty black horse.
8. Big, brown.
He was working at a big brown desk. 3. Order of adjectives. Study these examples. A descriptive adjective comes before the adjectives little, old, and new. Color words come after them.
Adjectives. Noun determiner. Descriptive.
Pretty.
Little, old, new.
Little.
Noun.
Girl. A pretty little girl.
Some interesting new ideas.
A tall old man.
Add the words to the sentence progressively. Listen to the model. 1. She's a girl.
Pretty,
She's a pretty girl.
little,
She's a pretty little girl.
Now do the exercise. 1. She's a girl.
pretty,
She's a pretty girl.
little,
She's a pretty little girl.
2. He was wearing some shoes.
old,
He was wearing some old shoes.
black,
He was wearing some old black shoes.
3. They had a rug in their house.
pretty,
They had a pretty rug in their house.
Blue.
They had a pretty blue rug in their house.
4. He was driving a car.
Red.
He was driving a red car.
New.
He was driving a new red car.
5. We were watching a lady.
Old.
We were watching an old lady.
Fat.
We were watching a fat old lady.
6. He was a boy.
Little.
He was a little boy.
Tired.
He was a tired little boy.
7. She was wearing a sweater.
Green.
She was wearing a green sweater.
Long.
She was wearing a long green sweater.
8. He has a watch.
New.
He has a new watch.
Expensive.
He has an expensive new watch.
Four. One and ones. Listen.
Jane's wearing a red dress. Mary's wearing a white one.
Tom drives a new car. Fred drives an old one.
Dick always wears black shoes. Bob always wears brown ones.
We live in a big house. They live in a small one.
5. One and ones. Take the part of speaker B. Use Jane as the subject. Listen to the model. 1. Mary's wearing a red dress.
White.
Jane's wearing a white one.
Now you do the exercise. 1. Mary's wearing a red dress.
White.
Jane's wearing a white one.
2. Mary's wearing red shoes.
Blue.
Jane's wearing blue ones.
3. Mary's wearing a red hat.
Green.
Jane's wearing a green one.
4. Mary likes red clothes.
Blue.
Jane likes blue ones.
5. Mary has a red sweater.
Yellow.
Jane has a yellow one.
6. Mary owns a red coat.
Brown.
Jane owns a brown one.
7. Mary's wearing brown stockings.
Black.
Jane's wearing black ones.
6. Be over. Listen.
The movie begins at 7.
What time does it end?
It's over at 9 sharp.
My class starts at 8 o'clock.
What time is it over?
It's over at 9.
Come to dinner, Johnny.
The TV program's not over yet, Mom.
Never mind. Come right now.
Our money problems are over.
The meeting was over at 5 sharp.
Is the program going to be over soon?
The party wasn't over until midnight.
7. Conjoining with and. Construct a sentence beginning with let's. Listen to the model.
1. Go to the farm, see your parents.
Let's go to the farm and see your parents. Now do the exercise.
1. Go to the farm, see your parents.
Let's go to the farm and see your parents.
2. Go out to dinner, celebrate.
Let's go out to dinner and celebrate.
3. Go to the dance, have some fun.
Let's go to the dance and have some fun.
4. Call John, tell him the news.
Let's call John and tell him the news.
5. Save some money, buy a new car.
Let's save some money and buy a new car.
6. Study Spanish, go to Spain.
Let's study Spanish and go to Spain.
7. Get up early, go fishing.
Let's get up early and go fishing.
8. Meet Peggy after work, go to the movie.
Let's meet Peggy after work and go to the movie.
Page 118. 8. Practice review. All verbs. Tag questions. Negative tags. Take the part of speaker A. Form tag questions with negative tags.
Affirmative statement. Listen. 1. She's coming tomorrow. 2. He speaks Spanish. 3. Those are good shoes. 4. They drink milk. 5. She's planning to come. 6. We know him. 7. That's good news. 8. He works on a farm. 9. That's a big building. 10. They like tea. 11. Tomorrow's Monday. 12. He remembers the trip. 13. That's a good idea. Take the part of Speaker A. Speaker A, negative tag. Speaker B, expected short answer. Listen to the models. 1. She's coming tomorrow, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
2. He speaks Spanish, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Now you do the exercise. 1. She's coming tomorrow, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
2. He speaks Spanish, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
3. Those are good shoes, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
4. They drink milk, don't they?
Yes, they do.
5. She's planning to come, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
6. We know him, don't we?
Yes, we do.
7. That's good news, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
8. He works on a farm, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
9. That's a big building, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
10. They like tea, don't they?
Yes, they do.
11. Tomorrow's Monday, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
12. He remembers the trip, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
13. That's a good idea, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
9. Practice review. All verbs. Tag questions. Affirmative tags. Take the part of speaker A. Form tag questions with affirmative tags.
Negative statement.
1. That isn't your brother.
2. He doesn't know her.
3. They don't know how to swim.
4. The party isn't over.
5. Mary doesn't earn much money.
6. They aren't going now.
7. That doesn't sound like fun.
8. We're not going to the farm.
9. They don't speak Greek.
10. Dick doesn't worry much.
11. Sue isn't your sister.
12. Dick's not very happy.
13. It isn't midnight yet.
Listen to the models.
1.
That isn't your brother, is it?
That isn't your brother, is it?
That isn't your brother, is it?
No, it isn't.
2.
He doesn't know her, does he?
He doesn't know her, does he?
He doesn't know her, does he?
No, he doesn't. Now you do the exercise.
3. They don't know how to swim, do they?
No, they don't.
4. The party isn't over, is it?
No, it isn't.
5. Mary doesn't earn much money, does she?
No, she doesn't.
6. They aren't going now, are they?
No, they aren't.
7. That doesn't sound like fun, does it?
No, it doesn't.
8. We're not going to the farm, are we?
No, we aren't.
9. They don't speak Greek, do they?
No, they don't.
10. Dick doesn't worry much, does he?
No, he doesn't.
11. Sue isn't your sister, is she?
No, she isn't.
12. Dick's not very happy, is he?
No, he isn't.
13. It isn't midnight yet, is it?
No, it isn't.
Dialogue. Good news. It's Thursday evening. Mr. Norris has just arrived home from the office. Mrs. Norris greets him.
Dick, you look so happy.
I am. Guess what?
Oh, Dick, I can't guess. Tell me.
You remember my sales trip, don't you?
I sure do. I remember the trip well.
Well, several furniture companies are sending in orders.
That's nice.
Yes, and some of them are very large orders. Mr. Carroll's very pleased. He's giving me a raise.
Oh, wonderful. How much?
$2,000 a year. Peggy, I think our money problems are over.
That certainly is good news.
Why don't we go away for a few days?
That's a good idea.
Let's go up to the farm and see your folks. Ben, we're going up to the farm for a day or two. Do you want to go?
Yes, that sounds like fun, but I have a baseball game on Monday.
Oh, we're planning to come back Sunday night.
Good. This is the championship game, you know, and Coach Ryan says I'm going to start. You're coming to the game, aren't you?
Of course we are.
Now repeat.
Dick, you look so happy.
I am. Guess what?
Oh, Dick, I can't guess. Tell me.
You remember my sales trip, don't you?
I sure do. I remember the trip well.
Well, several furniture companies are sending in orders.
That's nice.
Yes, and some of them are very large orders. Mr. Carroll's very pleased. He's giving me a raise.
Oh, wonderful. How much?
$2,000 a year. Peggy, I think our money problems are over.
That certainly is good news.
Why don't we go away for a few days?
That's a good idea.
Let's go up to the farm and see your folks. Ben, we're going up to the farm for a day or two. Do you want to go?
Yes, that sounds like fun. But I have a baseball game on Monday.
Oh, we're planning to come back Sunday night.
Good. This is the championship game, you know. And Coach Ryan says I'm going to start. You're coming to the game, aren't you?
Of course we are.
End of lesson 14.